Okay.
Chuck's trolling.
Okay.
Stop
Okay.
trolling, Chuck.
Okay. For real this time. For real this time.
Wow.
Whenever you're ready,
Whoa.
take it away.
Wowzers. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the T.W.K. Ordinance Cast. I'm T.W.K, and joining me today is Marine King and another appearance from the Big Chuck.
The Big Chuck.
Yeah.
So I got a the added to my title this time around.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep.
I'm excited to see what the
Yep.
mutation of my name is next time.
Small Chuck.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm
I'll just
Marine
go start
King.
adding things.
Yeah, we get to have Gun back. Welcome back. It's been a few
Good to
weeks.
be back. Yep.
This guy refuses to interact with us in any way, shape, or form, or something.
No, you just have your podcast at 12 o'clock at night.
No, it's too late for
Maybe
me.
be a little bit more flexible.
Yeah, I'm too old. Yeah. Okay, well, what did we miss out on Gunner's Life for the last 4 weeks? What have you been up to?
Playing a lot of Valorant, doing a lot of tournaments lately. Just won one, which was kind of pog. So that's been happening. Just been a lot of college, boring stuff. Just living life.
Sounds pretty disgusting. Yucky,
Hey,
yucky.
it's kind of fun.
What like how relevant are your Valorant tournaments? Like, are any of the people that are in them good players, or are you all plebs still?
Well, it's Valorant implemented like a way to reach pro.
Yeah.
So it's the premier tournaments.
Everybody knows what that is. Yeah. Where at? Where at in that category are you? High or low?
High. We're pretty high. We're 3 categories below being able to be in a professional level. So, and with this tournament, we just
what's the name of
hit
your
the next
team?
level.
What's the name of your team?
We're called. We don't have an official name, but I kind of just made it random. We're called the Rejects.
The Rejects,
So,
huh?
The Rejects.
Wow.
Dude, I typed in
Yep.
Valorant Premier standings, and I'm not seeing the Rejects anywhere.
You're not?
No.
Well, we're in.
What place are you, dude? Tell me what place you're in.
Well, we're in Elite 3 division, and then we were.
Okay, so
I guess they have a whole bunch of individual tournaments in the tournament. So we took first place, but overall we're like, I guess, second place out of all the first place. I guess it's kind of confusing.
So you're telling me that you're in Elite 3.
Yeah.
And are you in?
And then it goes Elite 4, 5, and then Contender.
Dude, is there only one American server and it's just US East? That's brutal.
There should be a West.
How do I spell? Is it the and then Rejects?
Yeah, the and then the re.
How many E's?
Let me look. And then hashtag re. Kind of a weird name.
Hey, tell me
He
how to
doesn't
full
even know
spell
what
it.
the name he made.
Dude, I think you baited me because I'm not seeing your team in here anywhere.
Really?
Did you trick us?
Well, I guess when the tournament won, when we've won the tournament, we were Elite 2. So if you're able to go to that.
Oh. No, even one step further down, huh?
But we're Elite 3 now because
it looks like the Krusty Crew are the heads of Elite 2.
Here, I can show you.
I don't want to see. I just want you to tell me how to spell your team name.
It should be like REE
that you made.
GECTS and then hashtag
REEG.
No, J.
You said G. What?
Oh my God.
I thought you were in
meant to say
4K.
J.
Holy.
College education.
Hold on a second. I did not take English.
There's no there's no the Rejects in the Premiere.
I've pulled it up. Let me look.
Are you baiting me?
Premiere.
I think he's tricking.
It is. Oh, never mind. It's just the REJECT.
REJ. Okay, so you were just full baiting me the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Wow.
But I'm still not seeing it. Well, we're just gonna move on because this is a time sink.
What?
Well, we'll take your word for it.
Obi-Wan.
Yep, that's great. Yay, Valorant. Woo.
Wow.
Yep.
I would also
You're
like to
really good.
clarify
out-
that
oh.
Gunner said they were 3 levels away from being a quote-unquote pro team. You're 3 levels away from being a tier 3, which means that there's
Yeah,
collegiate above
still a
you,
pro
and then the
team.
real pro teams. No, there's only one tier of pro play, and it's tier 1.
Oh,
And
well,
you're-
tier 3. I
So
guess.
you're not even to tier 3 yet. But yeah, that's great.
Well, so once you,
So.
it's a work in progress. Yep.
What an absolute Chad. Okay, so
And
Valorant in college. That's what your life is.
They also released a Star Guardian bundle
Yep,
for Valorant.
and the $800 RE skin. Yep, all the cancer that
yeah,
we
that
don't need to
was-
worry
yeah.
about. We're gonna not give Riot
cared.
any attention this episode. I've
All right.
decided. So, all right. Well,
I cared.
Ice Cream Slinger, you're up, dude. How's it been?
It's been pretty good.
You're
I've
still
just
slinging
been-
ice cream, right? We didn't peanut butter out.
Yeah.
Ice cream
No,
slinger.
I quit already. Actually,
I quitted.
too hard. No, I'm still doing the same thing. I got a name tag. That's basically all that happened. I've just been working and managing the house for the most part.
Yeah. That's pretty
Getting
awesome.
off work and then going and doing things at night, and then
Going and doing things at night. Are we gonna get any more
no
clarification there? Or
no.
in game. Okay. What an absolute Chad. Well, my lease is up in a month here, and they increased our rent by $300. So
Yikes!
That's
we
not
pieced
fun.
out. Well,
Boned out.
we're not out yet. I think we got like 15 days before my next lease takes up, and then another 15 before we have to be out. So the next 2 weeks
on
of
the
my
way
life
out.
are moving again. It's so fun. So what a blast! What an
Are you
absolute
gonna
blast!
lose your good internet?
No, nope. The next place has the exact same internet. And even if I had booty internet, I'd still have 13 ping, which is like the most important thing. But no, I'll still have super good internet. That would we wouldn't have picked the next place if it didn't have equal to or better internet. So that's why I'll never live in Idaho ever again. But yep. And then do what my
What about
family.
bees?
My family's 2 hours away right now. They're on their way to come see us, so
Oh, that sounds fun.
I don't get to have a
Is Zach
weekend.
going?
In other words, or
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, Zach is driving right now. Yep.
Oh,
Wow! Wow! Big guy.
Big guy. Mr. Bees is a dirty
Do you
bastard.
think he's watching right now?
Is he still destroying
No.
everything?
Yeah, he does. Bees does still destroy everything. Yep. He
Oh, that's fun.
I guess you weren't here, and I'll bet my life you don't listen to the podcast on YouTube or Spotify. T.W.K.
No.
ordinancecast./youtube.com. I don't know the
Is
link.
that an attempt
You
at a
really
plug?
dragged that
Um,
out.
But yeah,
Anyways.
Mr. Beast, the last like 3 months, he's just decided that he just has to dig on me while I'm sleeping, just permanently. So like last night, we had a small thunderstorm, and so naturally he freaked out and just digging on me for 6 hours straight and won't stop. So it's pretty miserable. Pretty epic.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very. You don't get very much sleep, I'm guessing, huh?
Nope. Not anymore. Now I'm just washed, and I yeah, just kidding.
Being a dog dad's hard.
Yeah, I didn't want to be his dad, so it's even harder for me.
Some weird stepdad.
Not really though. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me for real life stuff. Pretty boring and normal so far. Besides the we got scammed on our rent, but I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
What do we move on to here? We'll do some Tarky Land news. There's an event happening right now with tank batteries. This event's gonna go until the end of the wipe, and it's probably like the first of
Wow.
16.
Wait,
I
what?
think is what we were told.
Are you kidding me? I need PMC kills over there, and that takes up like some of the PMC spawns on PvE.
The raiders take up the
Yeah.
PMC spawns.
Or at least they shoot some of them. They shoot the ones in dorms. Those are the easiest ones to get.
Yeah, but it's looking like they're gearing up for another big like if you complete it you'll get stash space or whatever again, so pretty sick. We were promised some events that we would like at the end of the wipe, and it looks like we're going to get them, so
They pulled through.
they
Wow.
pulled through or something.
Good job, VSG.
Yeah, the event's fine. They just replaced all of the scavs with raiders that spawn near the
raiders.
tank batteries. Tank batteries like still weigh the same, which is kind of dumb. And then it's kind of interesting. In PvE, all of the Timmy Tarkov players, the tank batteries are like super cheap. And then I look at it on the PvP, and they're like 3 million more. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, there's a special funny achievement you get to have forever if you complete it. And then
Funny, huh?
you'll probably have to do it to unlock the next 14 that are gonna come in line. But no link to arena, kind of sad. Oh well. That's all I got for Tarky Land. You want to update us on your PvE adventures, little Ricky? Max Traders for the first time in your life, playing Tarkov for
I
4+
did
years.
Do that, yeah.
You don't have Max Traders
yeah.
yet?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I did it.
Dude, how does it feel? How does it feel?
I feel like a big kid.
Wow.
Feels pretty nice, doesn't
I
it?
feel pretty grown up.
Gunners also never had max level traders?
I have. What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't? I don't think Gunners even been past level 25 before.
No, I haven't been past level 30. I had level 28.
Hmm.
And then I stopped playing.
What an absolute chat. I'm
Oh,
almost.
hey, maybe I can just play Arena Tarkov to level 40.
Yeah, I'm almost to level 40 in regular Tarkov, and I've played 10 raids. So, the arena grind is real. It's really good. I'm mapping out how I'm gonna do my level 40 runs from now on, and it's probably gonna be like 3 days of arena, because I can get to level 30 in like 30 something matches of playing arena.
Wow.
And it's exactly the million XP from Punisher that I need to finish 37 to 42. So I never have to get like P.A.K.A. kills or SVD kills for the rest of my life, because arena's the free million that I need. It's a little cheat that I discovered. It's awesome.
Nice.
That's it. That's all I got for Tarky Land. I tricked Gunner into playing arena with me, and we played one whole game, and that's probably the only time that I will play video games with Gunner for the next 3 months. I tricked him into one game, and easy and free, as they say.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I got for Tarkov. Move on. No more Tarky Land. Dude, what else? What do I want to jump to here? Should we talk about
this one looks pretty interesting.
No, we don't do story times at the end, Gun. Story times at the end. We have to get through all of the real content.
What in the world is that?
Where did this come from?
Let's talk about Dr. Disrespect. Let's talk about the old pedo man.
Oh, okay.
Do either of you know what's going on with this psychopath?
It's about the Twitch ban, right? That happened a couple years ago.
Sort of about the Twitch ban, yeah.
Well, like why Twitch ended the deal.
So you both know what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
All right. Well, let's have Gun give us a full recap so far.
Oh gosh.
Let's see how accurate you got it.
So, basically what I heard is that he went on Twitter and he explained this whole story of like how he got banned and stuff. And it kind of what it talks about is
Okay. Like a recap means we got to start at the beginning, brother. This story starts back in like 2020, bro.
Oh, I don't know what happened in 2020. I only know what happened now.
Okay, what about
Well,
Ricky? Do you know the actual full story, or
I know
did
he
you
just
bait
got
me
banned.
too?
From what I know, not to disrespect, when he went to a TwitchCon, I forgot what year it was.
No, dude, you started even further in the future than when Gunner started. What?
Well, how far back do you want to start for this man?
Oh wait, you were gonna talk about.
I think you should.
You were
just
gonna
do it,
talk
Chuck.
about the naughty thing that he did. We don't even know if that
Yeah.
happened. To be fair, so there's no evidence.
Okay.
All right, I'm just. You both baited me, and you don't know. Okay, so
Take it away, Chuck.
So back in 2020, we had the rise of like Mixer, right? And they cut a huge deal with Ninja, right? For billions of dollars. It was probably millions of dollars. And they were signing a whole bunch of other big streamers. So Twitch was worried that they were gonna die because they didn't get purchased by Google yet, right? And so they signed Dr. Disrespect for millions of dollars to match the Ninja signing, right? Because they were the two biggest streamers. And then like a week later, Mixer goes under and they got sold to Facebook, right? So Ninja's contract was like completely void and he came back to Twitch like the next week. So then Twitch immediately banned Dr. Disrespect, like out of the blue, out of nowhere, they banned him. And it looked like the point was they didn't want to pay him the millions that they promised him in the contract because they didn't need to anymore because Mixer died, right? And then Dr. Disrespect did a bunch of podcasts. He was like on Joe Rogan and a bunch of other stuff. And he was like, Twitch banned me because they didn't want to pay me money. And like, that's absolutely what it looked like, right? So now here we are 4 years later. And I guess the whole time for the last 4 years, there's this Twitch employee who got fired. And for the last 4 years, he's been like, I know the reason why Dr. Disrespect got banned. Come sub to my Patreon if you want to know. So everybody thought he was just full of crap because he was just trying to like grow his own content career off of this drama. And eventually, 4 years later, so in like the last 2 weeks, he spilled the beans on what happened. And he said that they banned him because he was talking to a minor. And then out of the woodwork, like a bunch of ants of ice cream that you dropped on the sidewalk, tons of people started coming out. Like a whole bunch of sex workers started coming out and they were like, yeah, Dr. Disrespect was talking to us during that time too. And like 4 separate underage people who aren't anymore came out and said that he was DMing them. So there are a lot of accusations flipping around right now. But the most concrete one was that Dr. Disrespect was DMing some underage girl and trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. However, the portion of the DMs that have been released, none of that is mentioned, so I don't really know where that came from, but maybe it's there.
No proof yet?
Well, there's some proof, and I'm sure that there's plenty more that we haven't seen because it's all under NDAs, right? That's why it took 4 years for it to come out. Because like that employee signed an NDA, he couldn't spill the beans until now, until the NDA ran out, right? So I'm just saying we haven't seen any specifics yet. But Dr. Disrespect did tweet out an admission of guilt that he was talking to minors, but that he's not a pedophile. Okay, so don't call him a pedophile. That's not cool,
It didn't
He just
happen.
wanted to chat. He just wanted to chat.
dude.
To
And
feel
the
lonely.
memes are absolutely priceless, dude. He's got he has a streamer item in Tarkov, right?
Oh God.
And it's his red body armor. It's a red P.A.K.A. And one of the content creators that I follow who dropped out of the content career running race in like the last 6 months came back and he posted a screenshot. He went to streets to one of the playpens where like it's like a green room. They're like a bunch of blocks for kids to like build stuff in like a Barnes and Nobles, right? And he he dropped the body armor there and he said, "Whoa, this spawns here naturally now."
Hey,
tons of
Yeah.
absolute gold memes, but or like Double Lift tweeted on like the day of um that tweet, the Dr. Disrespect tweeted out, he was like, another Jax main found, because Jax is a
Oh no.
pedophile in League, or so we all say. So yeah, pretty great.
What a guy! But he didn't do it though. He just
Well, he said he did it.
it was a
He said that
it was time of weakness.
it was just
Did he
leaning.
say they were like ill intent?
So like
No, it just sometimes leaned towards inappropriate. Okay, guys.
yeah.
Sometimes. It
So
only
like
happened like once or twice.
everybody's like pretty split on this. It's like a 70-30, like 70% people are like he's a full-on pedophile and we all hate him, which is like probably a little bit extreme considering he didn't do anything. Not to say that it's
I also
not
feel
bad,
like
but and then the other
I feel like in
30%
today's day,
are his followers, and they're like, he didn't know she was underage, so he was just it's just infidelity, he was just cheating on his wife. That's significantly better, right guys?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Gun?
I'm just trying to say like just in like the past year or two, we've just seen a lot of streamers just get accused of like pedophile stuff without any kind of proof. So
We've
I
also
just feel like we
seen
need to be a little bit more.
a lot of streamers get accused of being pedophiles with a lot of proof. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they're pedophiles.
Yeah, well, if there's proof, right? But like I mean, like we just got to be a little careful and not believe everything we read.
this is a bad look for you, Gun.
So
It looks like you're trying to defend Dr. Disrespect right now.
I'm not.
He's pretty clearly and
Innocent
obviously a
until
pedo.
proven guilty. Like if he admits, like he admitted to it, right? But like I don't know, just take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I don't know.
TM right there. Yeah,
What?
pedos unite, baby.
The raps.
No.
He's definitely a bad guy. There's a lot that we don't know. Like I said, like for all the chat logs that have been released, and I'm assuming there are quite a few more that are under NDA. There's nothing that is talking like in the context of meeting up at TwitchCon. It's just like him being super disgusting with her. And
What was
then
he
like
saying?
the biggest thing that the people that are defending him are saying that he didn't know she was a minor, and then the other big one that people are saying is that she was like 17 and like 9 months old, so like super close to being an adult. And like I haven't seen
Close enough.
any evidence
enough.
of either of those claims. I guess all three. Like we don't know how old she was, and we don't know if he knew she was a minor or not. Like there's no like hard real evidence on any of those. All of it's just claims right now. But if I had to bet money on it, he's definitely a pedophile and he knew. And she was definitely underage. She could be 17 and 364 days old, and guess what? That's a felony. So
Yep. It was close enough for him.
You know what kind of like gross things he was saying?
dude, if you really want to know,
Or
you
not
can
know
just
yet?
Google it, brother.
Google.
Just Google it. They are not hard to find.
They're not good.
Hail
Just average stuff that pedophiles want from underage girls. They're like, send me a twerking video.
Oh gosh,
Nice.
All sorts of fun
That's
stuff.
that's how.
that's wild.
That's
No,
rich.
that's pretty tame actually compared to everything else that he said to her. So
That's how
anyway,
it begins.
Jeez. I do also feel like even if like you don't know if they're above or below age, I feel like if you haven't met them in person, you shouldn't be talking to them like that.
yeah, the first time that I met up with my wife in real life, I drove like an hour to see her, and I picked her up, and I said, "Show me your ID," because that's what we have to do.
Yep.
Those are just the rules. So no pedophiles allowed. They should all be genocided or something horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Gun?
Yep.
Right, Gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like them.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like them, huh?
Yep.
Those are some bad guys.
Okay, well that's all I got. That's all I got for the Dr. D situation. What
He was
well
really trying to get that D.
well I think
Wow.
she was a girl, so not quite.
Yeah, what?
Not quite, but close enough, I
Close.
guess.
Hey, you never know.
Close.
We're pretty sure that she was a girl, buddy. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll just pivot
Can
into
be
the
whatever I
next
want.
Twitch thing. This is the first month since I started streaming regularly ish, so it's like 3 times a month is regularly for me. Since
Wow.
November last year. And my payout was equal to half of my salary for a month from my day job. So
Wow.
if I can somehow find a way to continue to have energy to stream for like 20 hours a week, I just get to do this full time. I don't know if I'm excited or
Wow.
sad about that. It's a mixed feeling.
You sound pretty.
Where did you get most of the money from? Was it like from views or was it like subs
It's like
or just streaming
Sounded
there?
it's like
static.
33 33 33. It's like a third of it's subs. A third of it's like Prime subs, right? Because they changed how Prime subs work. I used to get like 4 of the $5, and now I get like 2.47 of the $5.
Oh,
Whereas like a real sub that you just pay money for, I get like $4 of still. So, um, a third of it's like subs, a third of it's like Prime subs, and a third of it's ad revenue from people watching ads. Gunner complaining about having to watch 4 ads. That's me. I put those on
yeah.
there.
Well, well, I would stay subbed longer, but the streaming schedule is kind of whack. You know,
Well, it's
it's a
probably
little
gonna
whack.
be changing soon.
if it's more consistent, I'll resub.
Shoot.
Well, it's been
So,
consistent for about 3 months now. I stream on weekends and usually a Thursday or a Friday. So it's been consistent
all right
for
then. I guess
quite
I'll
a
have to
while.
resub then.
But
Wow, this guy's good.
Yeah.
I had somebody join. They gifted like 23 subs or something. It was like half of
Dang.
my
Wow.
followers.
Did Mr. Beast like come in your chat or something?
If Mr.
Mr.
Beast
Beast.
had came in my chat, it would have been a lot more than 21 gifted, bro. I paid
Mr. Fortnite.
like 4 different people on Twitter for like emotes, and that's how you know we got a little too deep. I was like, wow, it's real, because I paid for emotes and some other goodies. So
It's happening.
stay tuned. You'll get fun emotes soon.
Or are you like famous now, or
Famous isn't the word that
is
I'd
that how
use,
that
but
works?
is that how that works? Yeah, I'm rich and famous. Double whammy, all in one. All from my $1,200 payout for 1 month.
What about
And
YouTube? You get any
I
money from that yet?
have not. I have no willpower for the things that are important on YouTube. Like I
Yeah.
have no interest in fighting the algorithm. I have no interest in um I have no interest in like making thumbnails. So if you look at my YouTube, the last like dude, Caddy just got so gypped because this scene that I'm recording the podcast on, I didn't add alerts to yet because it's just not something that I thought about. So you just don't get to have the fun sounds. That Prime Gaming sub is just piss in the wind, bro. That's unlucky.
What's the sound? Is it a Tarkov grenade or
Dude,
something?
I changed it. No, the Prime sub's the best one. It's that clip of Zach when he first sees the samurai on the Call of Duty Steam page.
What?
Hang on, I'll send one. I'll send
Oh,
one in a
God.
second here.
Oh,
But
God.
what was I saying?
Talking about YouTube.
Oh, right. So if you look at my YouTube channel, the last like 3 videos or something have like really nice, really clean thumbnails. So Nat's just like making those for me because she wanted to. And I've got like 2 full videos like edited and ready to go, but we don't have thumbnails for yet because she's like a law student, so that takes precedent
Yeah,
over
a little busy.
making thumbnails. Dicking around for your idiot husband who's playing video games.
I think that's stupid.
Yeah, agreed. So there's like that,
She's
and then
married to you.
like editing is like I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. Um, but it's like a lot of time. Like I've got an arena just like highlights video right now that's like, well, it was half primed and ready to go. Then I had this one night where I won like 15 games in a row and I was just killing like 5 people every raid, and I was like, we have to put those in. So it like doubled in length. Anyway, I could easily spend like 26 hours editing like a 4-minute video cuz I just get like too
Jeez.
obsessed with the details. So it's like really time consuming. And when I have an 8-hour day job that's like draining and very boring, I just like don't have any energy to work for another 8 hours when I get home, which is pretty cheeks. Okay, if you guys are looking at the stream, I'm going to send the alert so you can hear the amazing sounds.
Okay.
The amazing sounds that we added. Here's Zach's funny noise. Dude, did I bait it again? Didn't go.
Whoa.
Did it go?
What?
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
It was a little quiet,
Wait,
but
what about the one where Zach got like attacked by Tequila and he like teleported on you after?
The scream?
The scream.
I do
yeah.
not have that scream clipped yet. Or
Oh,
like,
you need that.
yeah, I do.
That one's so good.
Yeah, dude, here, let me send a couple more so you can hear them. It is a premium sound. What a gold sound.
wow.
That guy is just unlimited content. That's what that guy is.
Pure content.
I tricked you. That's the new follower one, so maybe you didn't get cheated as bad. What's my Prime sub one?
Reach me!
You're better than Lang Lang.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Reach me!
You're better than Lang Lang.
That's Mr. Peen
Wow.
from Marauders.
Reach me.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the Twitch update.
Don't let Doc find that guy.
Yeah, well, so I guess we can segue into the Sex with Hitler game.
Oh yeah.
What?
What in the world?
Yeah, what? Hello? What?
So, here's the update on Mr. Peen, just in case anybody missed it.
Oh God. Oh,
we need
no.
we always need
That's
our
what
peanut
that
pits.
was.
In
No.
Last year or the beginning of this year in like February, we started playing Sea of Thieves again. Mr. Peen had he made some choices in that game, and we had some conversations around that game that were enough for me to drop him. So I told him to frick off, and I said that I was done wasting my time with him. Okay, I trolled you. That was in March, not February.
You are such a big liar. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
stop
Mr.
lying.
Peen's been out of here. He's scared of me, and he doesn't join Discord whenever I'm here. But every night, the second that I get off and Zach's still here, he joins and talks to Zach for a few hours, and I think it's so funny.
What a guy.
So when they did the Tarkov TV, a couple weeks ago, and they said they were adding the Uzi. I sent him a DM, and I told him that they were adding the Uzi, and he sent me a picture of someone lighting their butt on fire. And then,
Bean. Yep.
and then just the other day, I'm gonna turn my screen share around for a second here. Just the other day, I was looking at my my Steam friends list activity, and I saw this.
Wow.
So
Slow for me. What?
so it gets worse. I clicked on that game and I went to the store page, and it is like a $15 game, and it was on sale for $7. So not only did he get that game, but he paid real money for it, which is
Mind-boggling.
He's
Some-
been waiting.
it's something to say the least. Definitely
That's
something.
wild.
Wow. What a
Isn't
teen
he a Jew?
update. That's
Isn't he a Jew? That's right, going good.
yeah, good job. Congratulations.
Yep, that's part of what makes. Okay, so I sent that screenshot to him, and he responded with, "What did my friends do on my computer?"
Wow.
So she goes to a different school, and you guys wouldn't know her. In other words,
What? The Fortnite.
so that's There you go. I thought it's been a topic on my stream for the last couple weeks. Zach's had some bangers actually just in these last couple days. He
Banger.
what we decided that there are two types of people. There's the kind of person that pays money for sex with Hitler, and there's the kind of person that doesn't. You know, you either are or you aren't. So
Wow.
that one's pretty great. That's gonna be an emote for sure. It's in the works. We're probably 2 weeks out on that emote.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
You're either the kind of
Wow.
person that pays $7 for sex with Hitler, or you're not. You know, it's just one of the two. The other one is we've nicknamed PVE Timmy Tarkov. And anybody
that because of,
who
like, accurate?
Streamer, it's Timmy.
no,
Pretty
it's just
accurate.
it's just because it's like not. It's just like not
Yeah,
Tarkov.
it's not Tarkov.
Okay.
And then the other thing that Zach said, the more brutal statement that he had was anybody who's never gotten Kappa in PvP Tarkov is a Timmy. So he just instantly made 90% of the people that I know Timmys in one fell swoop.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that
and
was very
I
cool of him.
in my brain I was like, we should probably put a year gate on that. Like if you haven't gotten Kappa in the last 5 years, you downgrade to a Timmy. But then I realized that would affect me next year, and I didn't want to have to go hard, so I refrained from saying that. So we're safe. We're safe, not in the Timmy category. Shoot, we also made a little chart. I think Zach has it right now, 'cause I didn't make it. But we there's a new ladder for skill in Tarkov. So bottom of the stack is rats, and then there's streamers, and then there's Chads, and then there's Tarkov players, and then there's OG Tarkov players, and then there's cheaters at the top. They're the king. They always win. So
Wow.
it's got some fun little guys to go with it. So that's it. That's the stream
Wowzers.
update. Feels like
Where am I on that list?
feels like I'm talking to my wife late at night after a stream. I'm like, this is what we did. Look at what
Are
I
you
did
proud
in
of me?
school today, Mom. I got
I
to
had
bring
sex
the
with
reading teddy
Hitler.
bear home. I had the biggest tism. Yeah. So anyway, there's the peenie situation.
The T.
Yeah.
Dude, we can talk about this one next week 'cause we don't have a lot of information on it. I guess one of the other things I just wanted to say, like, Arena's really good. Like when I played it last year, like a couple months after it came out, I was like pretty disappointed. And I historically was the guy that didn't care for Arena. I was like all in on the team that was like I don't like that we're spending my EOD money on making this game mode that nobody wants. And it was kind of cheeks when it came out. Had a lot of problems, but a lot of it's been fixed. A lot of good quality of life changes, and then they're reworking presets this next wipe, and we're getting search and destroy So I think it's gonna add a lot of longevity. I'm a little worried that it's gonna take me away forever. If they nail the search and destroy, and it's the same as like CS:GO, it really will be like all that I play for the rest of forever. So, I would ask for a comment on Arena from either of you, but neither of you play Escape from Tarkov, so irrelevant. Okay,
Actually, I played Escape from Tarkov today.
yeah,
so...
yeah. One game. The other thing that I dipped my toe into this week was some Bill Nye. So, you're both significantly younger than me, so I don't actually know. Like, did you guys watch Bill Nye in school? Did they show that in your science classes?
That was my science class up till high school.
Same with me.
So we didn't
I thought it
watch.
was funny.
We didn't watch a ton of Bill Nye. I felt like it was pretty like hit or miss, but I didn't know. But the Bill Nye show is 93 to 98, so it's freakishly old. And like I remember watching it in school a little bit. And if Ricky, because I guess you're the youngest, that's like 2020. They were playing Bill Nye, huh? 20 years later. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Well, so he made a new show in 2015. So it was when I was in, I guess technically junior high, and it's called Bill Nye Saves the World, and it's on Netflix. Have either of you watched it?
I have
Nope.
not heard of this.
Okay, so it was super controversial when it came out. So I grew up in rural Idaho, so very red, very anti-progression. Progression. Wow, did I gunner?
Progression.
So when it came out, like the third episode, and this is in 2015, Bill Nye talks about transgender people and how it's a real thing on the spectrum. And a lot of the Republicans got mad at that because they were like, Bill Nye was my science teacher, but now he's stupid. So it was like super. I remember it being like a super big controversial topic when it came out, and everybody was pissed. Every episode every episode he takes shots at both sides though. Like Bill Nye just as a person has always been super, like pro climate change. Well, that's not true. No one's pro climate change because we'll all die.
Yeah, wait, what?
But like
I was gonna say, whoa.
he's not a science denier is the best way to say it. Like he isn't anti-vax. He's not one of those people that thinks that the world getting warmer isn't a problem. The Earth's not flat. Just like a very level-headed. We just believe whatever the science says because that's the truth, and we don't really care about the agenda that's behind any of it. But so it's like they go over big topics in Bill Nye Saves the World. It's got 3 seasons, and like every episode is like something big and like real world and very adult. Like they talk about like women's rights, climate change. There's a whole episode on anti-vaxxers. There's a whole episode on superbugs. There's a whole episode on the transgender stuff. What else, dude? They have like a whole episode on like cybersecurity. Pushing everybody to use VPNs and all the fun stuff. Superbugs are it's this new thing that we're starting to run into. So do you know what gonorrhea is, Gun?
Nope.
It is a STD. Do you know what an STD is?
Yeah.
What's an STD, Gun?
What's
It's
that?
a sexually transmitted disease.
Okay, so gonorrhea is like one of the.
That? Sorry.
Gonorrhea is like one of the.
Cadillac.
It's one of the OGs, and it was 100% curable from like the 1920s until like 2016, because we can just kill it with antibiotics, right? And in 2016, we started seeing the first strains of antibiotics not killing it. And now, as of 2024, for 2 years now, because I think it was in 2022, it is now 0% curable. And if you get it, we have no fix for you. It is like as deadly as the plague is right now. So
That's crazy.
and the reason why is because when the doctor prescribes you antibiotics, a lot of people aren't finishing them out. So like I don't know how um again, you're both significantly younger than me, and I'm like only recently awake and aware of stuff like this that happens in my life. Like, so the last time I went and got antibiotics, the first time I ever got like an ear infection, they gave me antibiotics, and I probably took like 2/3 of them, and I was like completely better, right? Like I had no symptoms anymore, and my swelling was gone. There wasn't any juice leaking out of my ear anymore, and I had like another week's worth of antibiotics to take. And I was like really confused why they gave me so many more, and it's because like the ear infection just went dormant, right? Or like maybe not even, it just wasn't showing any physical symptoms. And like the reason you take that next week is to like kill it. But a lot of people are like me to a certain extent, but then instead of like asking questions why, they just stop taking the
They just stop.
antibiotics, and then it lets the disease live, right? And then it mutates because it didn't die, and then it figures out how to not die to it next time. And over the course of that, that's called a superbug. So it's genetically engineered itself, and it's gone through evolution, and now it's no longer curable by any antibiotics. So it's like a really big problem, and it'll be an even bigger problem in the next like 50 years that we all get to deal with, which is epic.
I mean, hopefully they'll figure out a cure for it by then, right?
Probably not. That one's probably a little too far with like the element table that we have access to, unless we can
No.
start mining material from these other planets. Dude, and if the Earth's flat, we're super screwed because we can't even hope for that. But yeah, so that's what super bikes. But anyway, it goes over like big kid topics, and they had a whole episode on marijuana. And I learned so much by watching this show. I didn't know that, like, as a global community, we know nothing about weed. Like, CBD, we have no idea what it does. Like, we're pretty sure that it relaxes people, and we're pretty sure it helps, like, kill pain. But, like, we don't actually know because nobody can research it. Because globally, it's a phase 1 drug, and you have to have a whole bunch of licensing to do any research on phase 1 drugs. So we just, like, don't know anything about weed because it's a no-no drug. Because America had the war on drugs in the 90s and early 2000s. So pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, Bill Nye's like,
Fun.
I was led to believe from like junior high to now that he was like super blue, kind of yucky and blue. You know, that's what all the red people that I grew up with told me. And then like I remember him being super red, and like always taking the conservative side of any like argument in the super old TV show. And watching this, he's like very just down the middle. He's exactly like a skeptic, and it's all about what the science says. So like he personally, the in the marijuana episode, like at the end, he talks about how like he doesn't like weed and he doesn't think people should be using it, but like that's just his opinion, and that shouldn't dictate anything from science or how the government treats it or anything like that. So anyway, I highly recommend it. That was why I brought it up. It's really good. It talks about really adult problems in like a really good way, and it like shows you both sides of the issue really well. And he has like no bias, which is how we should be talking about stuff like this. So anyway, Bill Nye Saves the World. S tier 4 out of 5 in-game review.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had Netflix use now. I'll definitely go.
So he has another
that out.
show too that started like last year, and it's on Peacock, and it's called like Bill Nye Explores Mars or something. I made that up. I don't know what it's called. But
He's not Elon Musk.
yeah, so this Bill Nye Saves the World is 2015 to 2018. So like it's pretty old for now, right? It's 10 years ago. It's 2015. 9 if you want to be exact, but yeah, it's really good. I just like I come home from work, and on my lunch break I just like pound out an episode, and it's great. I love it. But Bill Nye does. I gotta stop. That's a copyright strike. I can feel.
Yep,
That's
you've
3
been
in 1
banned.
video. Not only banned, my channel just got deleted. Is what happened. Anyways, that's my Bill Nye story. Look at that. We made it all the way.
Very enlightening.
We made it all the way through all of the meat. So we can do one story time. maybe we'll do 2 story times.
You have to go at 7.
Do you want to do I have to leave at like 6:30. Do you want to do a story time and then we could all play an arena?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Ricky's gonna play arena with us? What the?
I've been playing it
Yeah.
for a lot. I played like 2 games. My first game, I got absolutely pooped on by a bunch of guys with armor I couldn't shoot through. But this game I'm doing better because they're more on par.
Nice. Yeah, we can do story time. You guys pick from the list. If you want, you can read them out loud.
I know.
So that
This
the
one looks
viewers
kinda
know.
sexual
I think
harassment.
Gunnar
yeah.
already has one picked out. Did you hear him? He's like, I know. Go ahead. What are we picking? What are the votes for?
Sexual harassment.
You both picked the sexual harassed at work story, huh? That's cheeks. Okay. Well, it's kind of a
What?
bait.
Oh, we got baited?
Just a disclaimer. Okay, so dude, I shouldn't put stories on here like this because this is the current job that I work at, and if any of them see this, okay. So I am the lead painter for UNL, just in case anybody's not fully up to date. So I work with all of the BMRs for all of the different buildings and do a lot of paint work for them. So I was at this one building that will remain unnamed for sake of my job security. I was working with this one building manager lady who's in her early 30s, and I worked with her like 4 or 5 other times. They had this, it was like a repeat thing that I'd come back and paint like different colors because it was part of like a gallery. And I came back on like the fifth time or something, and I'm painting these panels, and she came into the room, and I was like, hello, like how normal people are. And she was like, do you want to go out for a drink after work? And I pointed at my wedding ring, and I said, I'm married, but thank you, that's very flattering. She said no words and walked away. And then a day later, after I had finished that work order, I get an email from my boss, and it was a complaint from her. And she was like, he didn't put enough coats of paint on this last panel. And like, you know what? Benefit of the doubt, maybe I forgot one. Just kidding. That's impossible. And that was pretty much where that ended. And then like the next month, I got another work order to go back to the same building. So I go back.
Uh-oh.
And I'm painting on the same panels again, making them different colors. And she came into the room.
Very clean.
And I said, hello, how are you doing? How normal human beings are. She was very angry.
Oh.
And she was like, you didn't put enough paint on the last panels. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I must have messed up. I'll make sure to get them right this time. And then I finished that work order, and the next week I get another email from my boss, and he got an email from her, and it was another complaint. And he was like, what's going on here? Nobody else has complained at all, ever. And I was like, I'm not telling you because technically it's Title IX, and she would get fired. And then we all moved on from that situation. And then like 6 months later, okay, so I have this other coworker who's in our Discord. His name is Robert, and he plays games with us sometimes. I don't think either of you. I think Gunnar played some. What was that stupid game with the little workers and the ship? No. With they added a shotgun like a week later, and we never played it ever. Lethal Company. That's what it was. You played Lethal Company with Robert.
I never played Lethal with you guys.
Yeah, you did. You played like one whole game with us. One. I vividly remember killing you with the shovel. That's why I know this. Anyway, But I don't think Ricky's played with him a lot. But anyway, so that's like my best friend at work, so to speak. And I told him about both encounters thoroughly, and he told my boss about it because he asked around why I got complaints. And then like last week, I got another work order for the building again, and I went back, and she wasn't there. It was a different BMR, and I was like asking why so-and-so wasn't there, and they fired her. She got fired.
Oh.
And it's under grounds of Title IX, which is sexual. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's Title IX is their sexual harassment policy, and it's like very rigid. And if you ever have like a government job, it will apply to you. I would be willing to bet that Walmart has some Title IX rules that they covered in your training and whatnot. But and she got fired for it. So that's my story about being sexually harassed at work, because that's what it got classified as. That was a lot less juicy than what you guys wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, you
I
kind of.
kept waiting. I kept waiting for you to be like,
tricked
and then
us.
she like tried to make her move on me, and I was like, no, get away.
Yeah, it was kind of a trick.
Yeah.
It was kind of a trick, but also not, because legally speaking, that's what happened. So there's your idea of how stupid universities are and how dumb and like skewed everything gets to be. But all right, dude, crossed off the list. Somebody put a line through that one. Maybe we'll tell it again later. That's the only
Oh.
bait story. Everything else I've put on here, all of those things actually word for word happened. What else? I've got some more. I'll have to spend some time putting some more stories on here for you guys. But oh shoot,
We love story time.
I
What?
I forgot about that one.
Stabbing a bear.
Okay, that's it. Anything anybody wants to add? Yeah,
no.
Gunner, you can say goodbye for the next many weeks, because you probably won't be on the next many episodes. So fill your piece in.
Goodbye. If Chuck decides to move the podcast to like earlier in the day or something, I will be here.
Dude, take it up with Ricky. This is the only time I could get him to commit to was 1 a.m. for me on a Friday. Well, Saturday
Ricky,
morning.
If you change the time to earlier in the day, I can show up.
Oh, pull up.
Okay. And viewers, start a riot and force Chuck to like make it earlier or
Start
something
a
if you like
riot.
Start a riot. Yeah. Wow.
Fuck this
Wow,
shit. Let's
wow,
start
this
a
guy's
riot.
good.
That's another copyright strike. All right. Well,
Hey, at least you can add that to your stories if that happens.
that would not be a fun story to tell.
I guess because you couldn't.
No. Nuh-uh. Well, I'll just start a new one. I have infinite emails, so I don't care. Alrighty, well, that's it. That's it for this episode, and we will see you on the next one next week.
See you on the next one.
Bye-bye.